Although the Bombers were without Madden, Van der Haar, Carey and Nagel, they went into the match as red-hot favourites following their record 103-point win over the Lions on Easter Monday and a morale-boosting 81-point thrashing of Richmond last Saturday at the MCG. This afternoon, the Lions were chasing their first success at Windy Hill since 1983. Our commentators at the ground, Sandy Roberts and Bob Skilton, and we pick up the action at the start of the final quarter. Fitzroy are leading by 2 points.
And so Fitzroy go into the final term here. The visitors have a 2-point margin over reigning champions Essendon. From the centre bounce, Watson trying to get the Bombers into attack. He does so with a high kick. It doesn't gather a lot of distance. Merritt tries to tap it clear, taken by Leon Harris. Harris's short kick overrun by Shane Hallis. Butters in there for a second attempt, however, and they're able to bottle it up. Not far out of the centre circle. Well, it was a game fight back by Fitzroy in that third term. Let's see if Essendon are equal to the task as Walsh wins it. Taken away by Thompson to the half-forward line. Elshaw, the opportunity now, gives it across to Harvey. Could have given it back to Elshaw, but elects to take the kick in towards Danaher and Pert. It bounces clear and over the line for one behind. So they've come 1 point closer, and in fact that is the margin. One behind. Sun shining pretty bright. Wood, he goes high and towards full forward. Danaher there again. Pert tries to juggle it, and Thomas sees it over the line. So all of a sudden, scores are level. In the opening 2 minutes of this final term, 13-11 apiece at Windy Hill. Players running in all directions. Pert eventually elects to go to the outer side. Scott, who's done so well, pushes it down towards Harris. Oh, Timmy Watson, it went on my head and then I lost it. Now can he recover it? No, it's pushed out wide. Loken the opportunist. Wood is there, so too Pekin. Finishes up with Loken, goes onto the left foot. Was a prolific kick winner in the first half, a little quieter since then, but Essendon are able to answer the challenge. Back towards Kink, beaten for that ball on that occasion, but no mark is paid. Some heavy body work going on against Burke. He gets caught, and the umpire says could not get rid of the football, so we shall have a bounce.
So the bounce to take place across the half-forward line for Essendon. Scores level, 13-11 each. The umpire decides to throw the ball up. Scott wins the tap, comes towards Clayton, he gathers the ball well. The hand pass wide to Harris. Harris giving it on, looking for Turner. Doesn't quite reach Turner, and Watson picks it up. With the hand pass out, Clayton this time finds Turner, whose kick goes towards the half-forward line. Oh! Cross up. Couldn't quite take the mark, and Hallis picks the ball up for Fitzroy. Drives it long. Could easily have been a free kick as Quinlan picks it up, snaps towards goal. He's way offline though, and 1 point, but Fitzroy back in front by that margin, 1 point.
Bernie Quinlan today has booted 2 goals, one in the second and one in the third. His side have a 1 point break. Folds to the outer side of the ground once again, Danaher in front. His brother's calling for it across the ground. He might just about drift it over there. No, he gave that impression, runs round the man on the mark, but yes, that is the target, his brother, and he finds him. Takes it well, but plays on and gets caught. Kink also has the ball held. In the meantime, the umpire says to Neil Danaher, as Leon Harris limps up to take it, you didn't dispose of it in the correct fashion. Thomas receives the hand pass, dummies and gets caught by Kink. A great tackle by Renee Kink, and it allows the Bombers clear. Here goes Baker, loose on the half-forward line. It's only got a set-nil goal with the left foot. Snaps and he's missed. 1 point only. He's booted 1 goal, 1. Scores a level again.
13-12 each. There's Gary Pert. Sun in his eyes. Not quite sure which way to go. Chooses a long kick, and it's a lovely kick from Pert. I thought Ruse got into the back of his opponent.
So did the umpire, I think, Robert.
And now Walsh, who came over Ruse, will get the free kick. Ruse, that is.
That's the sunlight, Robert.
Short. Serafini will play on immediately. From the centre of the ground. A long kick from Serafini up to the forward area. Weston punches the ball away. Taken by Foles. His kick off the side of the boot. Neil Danaher leads in the race for the ball. Got an awkward bounce. It's kicked off the ground. It runs over the boundary line. So a throw-in to take place midway between half-forward flank and forward pocket for Fitzroy. Almost 5 minutes have gone in this final term at Windy Hill. You're watching Sevens Big League as Quinlan is beaten for the tap by Paul Weston. Hallis picks it up, puts it round towards the forward pocket. Conlon's there over the top of Thompson, gives away a free kick.
So Thompson on that last line of defence, going across the face of goal. He'll find Nobby Clark. Tucked in the back pocket. Clark going in towards the centre. Oh, loose there because Weston has a free rein. He steadies. It's a little too far underneath the drop punt. No one able to take the mark. Play on as the call as Baker's handball is a bad one. Taken by Roos, whose high kick goes back towards the centre. Osborne came over the top too early. Watson waits down, picks it up. Pekin and Harvey. And Harvey showing more desire to take that football. Now goes up to the half-forward line. Plenty of flyers. Merritt was in the pack. Play on is the call. Essendon fans wild that he didn't pay the mark. So too is the Dodger, and he says, I'll fix you by goaling. He hooks in towards goal, and he puts it through. The Dodger is on the move, and so too are the Bombers as they hit the front. 14-12 plays 13-12 on Sevens Big League.
Yes. An excellent piece of recovery by Merritt. He was the player that Essendon fans thought should have been paid the mark. He wasn't paid the mark. Quick to recover, quick to grab the ball, and equally quick to snap it through. 6 points, the margin. Scott wins the tap from the centre. Clayton tackled too high. Harvey gets a hand pass out to Foles. A long kick from Foles over the half-forward line. Thomas punches it away from behind. Elshaw,
look at this.
I should say, across to Watson. A goal coming up as Watson streamed down the ground. Left Clayton in his wake, back in the centre. And
in the middle once again. 102 plays 90. Walsh a mighty thump, but immediately taken by Roos, who spirals a punt to the half-forward line for Fitzroy. Quinlan bustled out of it. Here's an opportunity. However, Hallis gets the handball across to Harris, who gives it to Loken. He fires in towards goal, but I fear he's off target. And 1 point only. Well, that was one they desperately wanted. So the margin now 11 points. Favouring Essendon. Clark waiting across half-back. Took his eye off it at the critical stage. It lets Osborne in. He's had limited opportunities, but he's capitalised in front of goal. This time he's off target again. And another behind goes on the board. 10 points is the difference at the 8-minute mark of this final turn. Hurd quickly on to Weston. From the half-back line to centre wing, Danaher. Well, he had support anyway. Waterson was in front of him. Chips in short towards Elshaw. With him is Burt. Meeting him is Barwick, and they pummel him into the ground. Push in the back, said the umpire.
Playing on is Elshaw. Poor piece of play by Tony Elshaw. And that's not a free kick upfield, in my opinion. I thought they just collided heads. And I'm surprised to see a report come out of that. Very surprised. In fact, Tony Elshaw, I think, was just looking for a kick upfield anyway.
I tell you what, I think he might have a job in Neighbours or Sons and Daughters next week, because he was up like a shot out of a gun. Now, after that little piece of melodrama, we're back with Mark Harvey. The book has gone away. And Harvey with a torpedo. He spirals it in towards full forward, touched by Pert, and 1 point only.
Beautiful kicks, Annie.
Wasn't it? Yes.
So Gary Pert now. There's Mark Harvey there. Pert playing on from fullback. It's the pass out in front of Serafini, who takes the mark. Nice mark to Serafini. He's on the half-back flank, very close to the boundary line.
He'll lose it. He's not careful.
So Serafini now with the kick towards the centre wing. Barwick and Walsh. Walsh wings out. So Kevin Walsh. Back towards half forward. Roos punches it away, but Baker's there. Nobody at all down on the last line. But it just bounces straight instead of the off break. And so 1 point kicked by Leon Baker.
It's the off break to the left-hander, Robert. The leg break to the right-hander.
We need a bit more than that in England at the moment, Sandy, as Baker plays on. Under pressure, it's off the side of the boot. Merritt's there, brought to the ground. All players diving in there, and the umpire having no choice but to elect to bounce the ball about 20 metres out from the Essendon goal.
Back to a cool 2-goal margin, Robert. 15-14, plays 13-14. Scott goes it alone, wins it out wide. Turner, if he can keep it in play, under plenty of pressure, and good pressure too, sees him taken over the line. Runners going everywhere out on the ground at the moment. Here's the throw in, no one able to take it away. Rene King right happy to amble off and say, I think we'll watch a ball up. We're in the 12th minute of play in the final term. Essendon holding sway with 2 quick goals in this final term. Can the Roys come back? They fought back magnificently in the 3rd term. Burke now, again, close to the boundary line. Again, Wood pressuring him over the line. And another throw. And this big crowd are enthralled at seeing a close encounter. Scott beaten by Walsh. King cannot keep it in either. So a real little stalemate over on that outer side pocket. And again they do battle. Walsh and Scott. Danaher coming over the top. Merritt affecting the tackle. Here's an opportunity for Pert. He almost threw it towards the boundary line, where it goes over for, would you believe, yet another throw.
Yes, a little desperation by both sides at the present moment. 2 straight kicks between the sides, 2 goals in favour of Essendon. Walsh again gets a tap. Elshaw was there, couldn't quite get clear. And I think the umpire has no choice but to come in, and this time a bounce instead of a throw. And a bounce. Forward pocket for Essendon. Elects to throw the ball up. Walsh the big punch towards goal. Pert leaves it, picked up by Baker. Baker's 2nd goal, and the margin 3 goals.
And that is going to make it very difficult for the Lions now. As the black and red goes up, the Army starts the chant. As Essendon move to 16-14, 110. Fitzroy 13-14, 92.
It's a little harder for Fitzroy. An excellent break. Baker getting that 3rd goal. A 12-point margin at quarter time, 14 points at half time, both in favour of Essendon. In a great 3rd quarter by Fitzroy, saw them go to a 2-point lead at the 3-quarter time break, but Essendon have put on 3 goals in this quarter as King bursts through, gets the hand pass out to Fold, smothered off the boot. It goes to his opposite number, and Serafini, his kick off the side of the boot, taken by Thomas. Grant Thomas gives the hand pass on to Turner. Turner dummies beautifully. The hand pass to Cross. Chance of a score as Andrew Cross goes towards goal. But he's across the face of goal, earned through for 1 point. 1 point to Cross takes Fitzroy to 13-15, 93. Essendon 16-14, 110. 14 minutes have gone in this final turn.
They've added 4 points for the quarter, Robert. Fitzroy, and that's not the way to win the game for them. Back into play, in fact, over the back it goes. Danaher, the opportunity to get it forward to King, and he'll see it over the line for another throw. We're at centre wing, members' side of the ground. Rene Kink wearing 23 for Essendon, coming back into the side. Danaher coming in to do the ruck work. Gains front spot. Serafini has it stolen by King, who just paddles it forward for Harvey, who's the more fleet of foot. Draws Clayton. Oh, here they go. Baker's loose on the forward line again. Received from Watson, and Lions, I think it's time to say good night, because home come the Bombers. Blasting forward, they're 17-14 to Fitzroy's 13-15 on Sevens. Big lead.
It's good play by King, who kicked the ball off the ground to allow Harvey to pick it up. Hand pass over the top to Watson, and then to Baker, who had no trouble at all in putting it through.
Centre bounce once again. Can the Lions stop this run? looks difficult at the moment. 116 plays 93. Walsh with a long run up, but he gets there a little too late. It's pushed out wide. Waterson the opportunity. Can he get away from Barwick? It'll be tough. He's a great tackler. Socket off the ground. It hits the runner. And Essendon certainly appreciate that, particularly Folds, who was able to get a left foot kick up to the half-forward line. Scooped up by Thomas, however. Almost loses his pants as he goes to centre wing. Waterson will get the free kick. From centre wing, he drifts it up to half-forward. Burke went up, left Elshorg alone. He goes into the centre, gives it to Danaher. Danaher fires away at goal, and they're home, the Bombers. Running home at full steam as Danaher kicks his third goal, and the Bombers 18-14 plays 13-15 on Seven's big lead.
Terry Danaher running half the length of the ground to say well done to Chris Waterson on that occasion. And, Terry Danaher with 3 goals to his credit. Essendon 18, 122 to 93, 29 points to margin. Free kick going the way once again. The Fitzroy player infringing, running into the centre square, and Walsh from the centre. The hand pass to Weston. Weston goes straight down the ground with a long kick. Merritt was up. Ezard diving in on top of it, trying to get the hand pass out. Cannot do so, and a bounce will take effect about 30 metres out from the Essendon goal. 5-5 to 4 points in this quarter as Harris takes the ball out of the centre. Watson left it for Walsh. It was an awkward one for him. Thomas comes out with it. The left foot kick from Thomas finds Quinlan on his own. Quinlan gets a hand pass in, looking for Turner. An awkward bounce for Turner. He taps it forward. Osborne gets a push in the back. Loken coming through, couldn't handle it cleanly. Thrown back there by Weston. Loken comes out with the ball. He's tackled. Just gets boot to it, but too long, according to the umpire. And the free kick goes the way of Essendon's Clark.
So Clark, between the back pocket and the half-back line on the outer side, finding Weston on the defensive side of centre wing. Gives it across to King. Fumbles it, will no doubt soccer it across the ground. He does, but it's taken by Scott, who's had a fine second half in particular. He puts his teammate under a spot of pressure. The opportunity now for Knight. Streams away, goes onto the left foot, it towards full forward, and Quinlan takes the mark. Well, they want a real rush of blood, Fitzroy. Bernie, known as the master, kicked one in the second term and one in the third. But he probably wants about 4 in 5 minutes to see them back in this game. Let's see what he can do with this one. 35 metres out, almost directly in front. The goal umpire making a lot of ground and signalling one behind only. 2 goals too is Bernie Quinlan's contribution of a score that reads 13-16 to Essendon's 18-14. Folds has enjoyed a run for the bulk of the afternoon from that fullback position, going towards Wood. It was a long kick out towards the wing. Clark out the back door. Burke beaten for it. Harvey into half forward. Baker's in front. Pekin affecting the spoil. Merritt gets the handball away. Here they go again. They're streaming down the ground. The shot at goal is by Elshorg, and it's good. A great goal on the run by Tony Elshorg, and the Bombers can do no wrong as they steam home and retain top spot on the ladder.
And Essendon running away to a pretty convincing win after there was only 2 points the difference at three-quarter time. And in the stats, Essendon having more frees, they had better use of handball and won the hit-outs, and Fitzroy more kicks and more marks.